I know.
All right. Good evening, IHSA football family. DuPage Run and Shoot Show, episode 10, with my co-host Patrick Codo. Make sure you follow DuPage Run and Shoot Show on Twitter, Facebook. And again, my email is coachbigpetefp@gmail.com. If you have any questions, they will be read aloud on air. Mr. Codo, please take it away.
Hello, friends. This is Patrick Codo, the co-host of DuPage Run and Shoot. I'm also a sports reporter over at NCTV 17. I came from a volleyball match tonight, so that's why we started a little late, but we are here. We are rolling. Feel free to follow me on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. You want to check out some content? Go ahead and check us out at nctv17.org. And you want to email me? Email me at petecodo@nctv17.org.
All right, here we go. Week 9 scores. Joliet Catholic 52, Montini 20. Joliet Catholic wins. I don't think that was much of a surprise to any of us.
Not a surprise indeed, but RIP whoever plays Joliet Catholic right away.
Nazareth 37, Bennett 7. Again, we thought this game was I thought this game was up in the air. What did you feel? Did you have the same feelings or different?
I thought it was definitely up in the air as well, but Nazareth, they came ready to play. They took the opening kickoff, scored the first touchdown of the game, and never looked back. They had full control in this game. Justin Taylor, a very underrated player. I didn't even realize he was a Wisconsin commit until then. I'm like, what? He's a Wisconsin commit?
Yep.
And it shows why in very quiet fashion. Like, he's making plays out there on offense, defense. He can catch touchdowns. He can run the ball in. Very, very special player right there. And that whole Naz team, they're just, and sure, they're 5-4, but they are a very dangerous 5-4 team and young. The quarterback's only a sophomore, and Belichick is definitely chucking those balls down.
He's a hell of a quarterback. Glenbar North 14, Wheaton Warrenville South 10. Again, another up in the air game, and we thought Glenbar North was going to fight them. Glenbar North did win, and they got the win, closing out their season. Good way
for Glenbar North to end their season. Obviously, they, as much as we love talking about them, they were definitely one of our disappointing teams this year. Brought back a lot of talent. One of the things that they definitely need to clean up come next season: turnovers. That's what killed them this year. Turnovers.
Yes. No, you're right. And again, they graduate some talented players, so we will see what happens next season. But it's Glenbar North. They always revamp each other.
I was gonna say, let's not jump the gun yet. Let's not abandon ship on Glenbar North. And they do a good job. They do a good job reloading.
And Wheaton Warrenville South, the future is very bright for this team. Mr. Norris is going to get these Tigers ready for next season.
And Bland also played with an injury too for the Panthers.
Yeah. Yes.
What a way to go out, though. What a way to go out. And Glenbar North, Wheaton Warrenville South, they're not done. They're hitting the weight rooms. They're hitting the weight rooms already, if not yet.
Geneva 28, Lake Park 21. Geneva gets the big win. Lake Park did fight them. Congratulations, Lake Park. I don't care what the record was this season. Coach Kirkpatrick had one hell of a season for Lake Park.
Lake Park definitely had a season to remember. Obviously, like I said, it wasn't, the record we were hoping for, but like we talked about in the summer show, he's definitely done a good job, helping these athletes out. Because like we said, student comes before athletes. That's like, one of the reasons why you see some players are not fully dressed on the sidelines is, you missed grades. You have 1 week to make it up. If you don't make it up, you're out for a week. Like, seriously, school comes first. And I think Chris Kirkpatrick really brought that juice to Lake Park. They've held in some games. This one they've held into this game. They were down 21-7 and, they made a game. But obviously, Geneva is good as usual. Stempowski has always a big game with 3 touchdowns. Anthony Patano, he caught 2 of them. Another player people are sleeping on. It's playoffs. Everybody is going to be unloaded.
Yeah. And again, like I said, there is so much bright future for this Lake Park team. And this Geneva team is going to be tough in the playoffs, no doubt about that. All right. Not much of a surprise here. We did North 36, St. Charles East 20.
The Falcons just getting ready for the playoffs.
Yep. Big game, by the way. Lyle scores last-minute touchdown to take the lead and beat Piatone 20-13. Congratulations to Coach Parpet. He gets into the playoffs.
He gets that extra week.
Yes, he does. And well-deserved.
Very tough opponent, but he gets the extra week.
Aurora Central Catholic absolutely smacks my team Westmont 47-6. Not
No
much of a
surprise.
surprise. IC 25. St. Francis.
What did I tell you, Pete?
Yeah.
What did I tell you? This is exactly how it was last year.
Yeah.
Last year, IC came in undefeated. St. Francis won. This is a good loss for St. Francis. I mean, yeah, you don't want to lose, but this is a good loss because, some good teams, you need that loss.
Yeah.
You need that loss to say, okay, hey, get that loss and say, hey, okay, this is what teams are going to be like in the playoffs. Let's get ready for the next game.
And Denzel Gibson is going to be an unbelievable in this
202 total yards in the game, and 3 scores. That's a big win for IC.
And then also,
both those 8-1 teams have a good loss. St. Francis to IC to Joliet Catholic.
Yeah, and IC's offensive line is just they're unbelievable. All right, Wheaton Academy 24, Aurora Christian 3. Big shot to Wheaton Academy. They finished with an unbelievable record.
Yes, they did.
And Belay Brummel is just an absolute star, but they got a tough test ahead of them. East Aurora 27, Fenton 20. Any surprise there?
No, not really.
Fenton's they've been keeping up with some teams. I'm happy to see.
They have. They've impressed us this year.
Larkin 55, West Chicago 6. Larkin gets into the playoffs. Congratulations on the big
good for Larkin, West Chicago. They'll be on the rise soon in the coming years. Yeah. I thought they really impressed us this year. Yeah, the record doesn't show, but they've been impressing us.
Coach Chavez has done a wonderful job with this West Chicago team. Everything is building up good. He's building a strong foundation. Glenbard East 41, Bartlett 0. Wow.
Not much of a surprise. Glenbard East took Bartlett to the head.
DeKalb 28, Waubonsie Valley 3. Surprise?
Not really, but despite Waubonsie Valley going 0-9, I mean, yeah, that's shocking. But in the coming years, this I wouldn't be surprised if Waubonsie Valley has a major turnaround next season. Yeah. We've seen teams have some big turnarounds in following a really bad season.
And Waubonsie Valley's got actually a good little sophomore quarterback, so definitely keep an eye out for that.
Was he a sophomore this year or was he a sophomore last? Or
sophomore this year.
Is it? Also, they have 2. Didn't they have a good freshman like you mentioned?
Yeah, they did too, yeah.
Okay, so a lot of good options at quarterback for Waubonsie. Yeah. I think Baumgartner, not only that too, this is Baumgartner's 3rd season. Yeah. Now he gets to see what these seniors bring to the table come their senior year.
Yeah, no, you're completely right. You're definitely right. You hit that on the head, Mr. Codo. Glenbard Self 43, Elgin 20.
LC is one of those key players for Waubonsie.
Yes,
who's been riding with Tom Baumgartner for these past 3 years.
Glenbard Self 43, Elgin 22. I thought Elgin was going to give him a little bit of a fight. Yeah, nah.
Good bounce back though for Glenbard South.
And I believe Michael Champagne has the all-time season record for passing touchdowns.
He deserves it. He deserves it.
Yeah,
he's been unbelievable at Glenbard South. He and Jalen Brown, along with the rest of that team, are going to be key in the playoffs.
York 34, OPRF 8.
Not much of a surprise. York's been a very impressive team this year. Although their playoff schedule, it's not easy. No, it's not. It's not an easy schedule. And we saw what happened last year.
Yep, we did. DGS 30, Leiden 20, surprise. Nah.
Nope, but props, DGS starting 0-3, dead in the water. They did it. They did in Naperville Central 2006. Naperville Central also started 0-3 and won 6 straight to get into the playoffs. Yep, made to the quarterfinals. So we'll see what Downs Grove South does.
Now, this is funny.
I know. What the hell?
24, DGN 13.
Oh, I thought you were referring to the other game.
Oh yeah, no. What was funny?
The game Alliance and DGN.
Yeah.
Let me guess. The blocked punt for a touchdown.
Oh yeah.
What was funny?
Yeah. I was going to say Lions and DGN. Lions gets the win over DGN 24-13. Lions gets Naperville Central. DGN gets Lincoln Park.
Yeah, no, that's
that was the funny thing to me is that DGN's got a much easier first round opponent than Lions. Lions got
I mean, we'll see how that game goes this up between those two teams.
Yeah, we'll talk about that
We
later.
will.
Glenbard West 45, Hinsdale Central 20. Yeah.
Yeah, no, it was not the year we were hoping for Hinsdale Central, but they'll be back. They'll be back.
They will be. Naperville North 31, Naperville Central 3.
Okay, this is what I thought you would think it was funny. Central had no answer to that Naperville North running game. The fact that everybody is targeting Aiden Gray, Luke Williams, the Petaway boys. They have a running game too, right? And these are some fast running backs. Cole Arl, Nate Jacobs, Danny Elo. Very fast running backs. They're going to need all those guys to contribute because their playoff schedule is not easy too. Mm-hmm. Their first round opponent's not easy.
No, it's not.
But, the Huskies, they keep rolling. Let's hope they can keep rolling in the playoffs because the Huskies have yet to win a playoff game since 2010. Believe it or not.
I did not know that.
I am not kidding. Last time they won a playoff game was in 2010. And a very fun fact if this happens, their last playoff win was against York. And before that, they played Marist. So it's literally 2010 all over again.
I did not know that. That is a great stat. Thank you, Mr. Cole.
A huge stat. No, that tomorrow is the biggest game for Naperville North football in the biggest way possible. Aiden Gray, he ain't thinking about Northwestern yet. He wants to win that goddamn state championship for Naperville North. And you know what? I hope they do.
Yep.
They may be a 17 seed, but they could be a really scary 17 seed.
Yeah, they can be. Neuqua Valley 35, Mateo Valley 7. Surprise.
Not much of a surprise. Good win for Neuqua. They got a 17 seed. They got screwed.
Yeah.
My correction, North is that scary 18 seed, 15 seed. I'm sorry, 15 seed for North, and then Neuqua is the 17 seed. Neuqua's going to be good as usual in the playoffs. I mean, their schedule's not easy, but it's Neuqua Valley.
Hinsdale South 42, Addison Trail 14. Hinsdale South gets a much-needed win. They close out the season, but I think next season they're going to be good in Hinsdale South.
Yep, and despite Addison Trail winning 2 games, it's better than last year. You went 0-9 last year. You started off 1-0 too, so there's a lot to be happy about.
Yeah, and I say this year there was a lot more positive things with some of our lower losing teams because they showed some positive signs. Addison Trail,
we had a lot of schools show some positive signs, and it's awesome to see.
Yes, it
is. Last year they were not as good, but this year we saw a lot of positive signs, and we're just really proud of those teams.
Yes, definitely
that if they didn't make the playoffs, we're really proud of you guys. You guys had a hell of a season.
Yep, and that's great to see and a good future to build on. Mount Carmel 42 for the IHSA games of the week. Mount Carmel 42, Loyola 37.
Now this is no surprise at all. 2 Catholic League schools teams going at it. They love offense. This is a perfect preview to the playoffs. This is what we expected. I'm not surprised. I'm really not surprised. And shout out to all the guys from, Mount Carmel getting the, all conference. Blaney Dowling, Demarion Arrington, Dupree, Furlong, Mendina, props to those guys.
No, they looked unbelievable.
They played pivotal roles on Saturday against Loyola, and they're going to be, clutch, including the rest of that team come playoffs.
Loyola got the best thing that happened to them was losing to Mount Carmel in their seeding. They got a great seeding. Congratulations.
Oh, yeah. Do you see who they're playing? Oh, yeah. My God. Look, I'm like, you got to be kidding me.
Yeah.
Their next toughest opponent probably won't be till the semifinals.
Yeah.
If all is well.
Yep. And a big game overtime. St. Charles North 32 over Batavia 31. They get the Duquesne.
St. Charles North, I like what they did. Go for 2 in the win in the conference. I love it. This is the kind of football that you have to expect come playoffs.
Yep.
That's some true balls by St. Charles North's coach. I mean, it was the Stars passing game against the Bulldogs running attack.
Yes.
The perfect game that we expected. Lots of offense. No offense to the defenses, but, we like to see some offensive explosions. Vasque for St. Charles North, 3 TDs on 124 yards.
Yeah.
I love these offenses. I love these Duquesne teams that are in. I love these offenses.
Yeah,
they're ready. They're coming. They're coming for you.
Yep,
they're coming.
They got great depth at quarterback, St. Charles North. So
yes, as always.
Yep. Huntley 27, Crystal Lake South 19. Huntley gets the win.
There's Sam DiLaggio.
Yes.
And Hayden Janke. Both those guys nearly combined for almost 400 yards rushing.
Unbelievable. And it was a couple nights ago that Sam DiLaggio actually he lost his mother to cancer. So
I did hear about that.
Yeah, and that's
a very good way to go out. Our prayers are towards your family.
Yes.
And we're very proud of you.
Yeah, definitely. Good win for Huntley, and a big shout out to the DiLaggio family and the whole Huntley football family on a big win over Crystal Lake South. Marist 34, Brother Rice 16.
I don't want to play Marist in the playoffs.
No.
I don't want to play Marist early.
Normal West 7, Centennial 0.
So the Normal West defense was on full display last Friday.
Yeah,
because they didn't score until the fourth quarter.
Yes. They're that damn good. Normal West's defense is that damn good.
Are they 6A?
Yes, I believe so, yes.
Look out, East St. Louis.
Yes. Look out.
Like I'm saying, 5A, 5, 6, 7, and 8A. Those state championships are up in the air. Yep. Anyone can win those.
And now that you said it, sir, here we go. DuPage games of the week.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Lyle takes on Bryan in 3A.
Yeah. Oh, Jesus Christ. Why? Congratulations. How you get into the playoffs? Who do you get? Oh, yeah, the defending 3A state champs, Byron.
That's going to be...
I'm sorry.
Yeah. That game's going to be a pain in the ass for Lyle. Again, the big thing is they're going to have to stop the run. That's going to be huge. And
yes.
And their passing attack, Lyle's going to have to be on point. Tony DeWald, he's a hell of a player, young player for the Lyle Lions. Christopher Hill, this is going to be a big game when they take on Bryan. And again, this Bryan team, they mean business.
Byron always means business every year.
Next game is a charity game as IC takes on Chicago King.
IC will probably destroy them.
Oh, you're not going to put that game on upset alert?
Oh, I got a few on upset alert.
No.
I got a few games on upset alert.
I totally agree. Glenn Bartself, great season. Congratulations. You get Nazareth Academy in the playoffs.
Okay. There we go. Upset alert.
I seriously couldn't believe the pairing when I saw it. I felt so sorry for Glenn Bartself. But again, Glenn Bartself can win this game. There's just they have the talent. Their defense.
They gotta look out for Nazareth, though.
Yep. And they gotta close those holes. They can't allow any.
Otherwise, Justin Taylor is going to be all over you.
And again, I saw what St. Rita did, and St. Rita ran that ball right up the middle. Jalen Brown's going to have a hell of a game. And he's going to have to give Michael Champagne the option of opening up some routes for the receivers when they do
It's going to be a complete shootout. There's going to be some fireworks going off.
Yes, this is going to be a good game.
But I won't be surprised if Nas pulls it off.
That's Patrick Codo. Get the batteries ready.
Like I said, upset alert.
Yeah, it's going to be a good game. Providence Catholic takes on Wheaton Academy.
This game also won't be easy either.
I feel sorry for Wheaton Academy because they've had a hell of a season.
There's a lot of teams that got hell of a seasons, but some tough draws. Very tough draws.
And Providence Catholic, they played pissed off. Coach Plants has got this Providence Catholic team believing. This Providence Catholic team, to me, can do some serious damage in that class.
Right.
Great shot. They could possibly pull off like a Wheaton North or Lockport type of thing of basically just straight up running the table and getting into the state championship game.
There's a lot of teams that are on that train this year.
And again, this Providence Catholic offensive line is going to be a problem for Sweden Academy defense. Dieter, their linebacker, who's having a hell of a season, by the way, and the defensive line have to put a stop to that run of Providence Catholic, and they have to create turnovers against this Providence Catholic team.
Yes.
See what happens. It's going to be a good game. Next one, Marengo versus St. Francis.
St. Francis, another team that's kind of getting pissed off.
Yep. And St. Francis can't overlook Marengo because they have a hell of a quarterback, Holst, who is absolutely I believe he's back from injury. He has had unbelievable games. He had an 8-touchdown game. He had a 6-touchdown game. He's had every big game. He's put that team on their shoulders. LeBrant, their running back / wide receiver, he's a hell of a player. This is going to be a game that if St. Francis keeps their mind on the game, they can blow them out. But if they don't, Marengo's going to give them tough. They're going to be tough. Next, battle of last year's. Willowbrook versus Wheaton North, sir.
Rematch of last year's quarterfinals. I think Wheaton North takes it.
Yeah.
I think Wheaton North looks back at that saying, all right, we're not going to score more than 10. We're going to run up there. We're going to run up their ass.
Yeah, I agree. I think Wheaton North is going to take this game. But big shot to Willowbrook for battling, and big shot to Willowbrook and DGS. Actually, it's good to see that they battled back after a tough start in the season.
Right.
Congratulations. Next, Manuka versus Glenbard East.
All right, we are treated with some excellent first round matchups. This right here is another prime example. You got Manuka out of the Southwest Prairie Conference, who had a hell of a year in football, against Glenbard East, who had a decent year in the Upstate 8. I'm going to put this one upset alert.
Oh, I think this is going to be a tough game. I think this is going to be one of the best games in the state of Illinois. I think just looking at that offensive line of Manuka going against the Glenbard defensive line, which I consider one of the best in the state, and that Manuka offensive line.
Obviously, it's going to come down to the turnover battle.
Yeah, who's unbelievable. And they've played tough games this whole season, Manuka. They've lost tough games.
They lost to Plainfield North by 1 point, who's undefeated by 1 effing point.
This is a huge game. And again, this game is going to be wholly on Dooley, their quarterback, because I think that basically they're not going to be able to get a lot of the big run yardage. I think it's going to result on the passing, and they have the wide receivers. Manuka's got a great group of underrated wide receivers. This is a top game in the state of Illinois. No doubt.
I agree.
I think, yeah. And like you said, this game is up in the air totally. And I know you have him favored. That's Codo, if you want to throw batteries at him. Naperville Central takes on Lions.
Well, obviously Central doesn't get an easy start either.
I can't believe it. Lions, to me, their line play has been magnificent this season. I think the big thing will be their secondary against Naperville Central's wide receivers. And I think Connor McCormick, hopefully I'm not forgetting his first name,
Chris McCormick.
Yeah, Chris McCormick has a hell of a game. If they're gonna win,
they need to throw it, because they did not throw that much last week against Naperville North. They just ran. Yeah. Give Chris Byrne and Logan Divick some chances. Seriously.
Definitely. I totally agree with you. Next, DGS versus Palatine in a good matchup.
I'm going DGS. Upset alert.
I think this is going to be one of those games where a lot of people are going
Downers Grove South gets that 7th straight win.
Ryan Dawson has been unbelievable. The offensive line for DGS has been unbelievable. So has the defense. Deion Davis is the kid's on fire. Deion Davis is one of the fastest rising recruits in the state of Illinois. You're right. This is going to be a hell of a game, and I got to send upset alert. Neuqua Valley versus Lane Tech in a tough. Yeah, I'm sorry, I got the games wrong again. Did I? Neuqua Valley versus Lane Tech. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
Neuqua Valley versus Lane Tech.
Neuqua should cruise in this game.
Yes, I agree. I think this is
cruising this game and get ready for the big one next week if all goes well.
Lane Tech's got a good defensive line. They got some good linemen, but I just don't see their secondary covering those Neuqua Valley.
Oh yeah, no. Grant Larkin's gonna cook him up, and Carter Stair.
Next, York versus Oswego East.
You want to talk about another good game? This here, is another good game. York and Oswego East. York, again, I mean, Oswego East. These are two teams that have really tough conferences.
Yes.
It could go either way. I won't be surprised. York cannot overlook Oswego East.
And the big thing
we have a lot of good 5 and 4 teams in the playoffs.
And the big thing is that they got to stop Trey Jones. And again, they have some Oswego East is going to be a team in the coming years that you're going to have to keep an eye out for. Ashobi Adore is one of their big time playmakers too for Oswego East. But again, I think this is York's magical season. I think York continues the magical train, and I think they win this game.
I won't be surprised if they do.
So yeah. And the last one, Marist versus Naperville North. Ooh.
Jesus Christ. First of all, the committee, of course, does this to Marist. Again, Marist has to play Naperville North. This is not a cakewalk for North.
Yeah.
This ain't no first round cakewalk. Naperville North, I looked at the schedule. It's not an easy run to state.
Yeah.
Every game we're going to see in the playoffs is really challenging.
Mm-hmm.
North's got a challenging first game against Marist. Nobody wants to play Marist early. They're that good. You don't see them on Marist.
Yeah.
We've got a lot. These playoffs could be crazy.
Yeah, I think they are going to be. I think they really are going to be.
I won't be surprised. I would love to see Naperville North win, though.
Yes.
Get that first playoff win since 2010.
Well, I believe in Mr. Arfers, defensive coordinator. And Arfers, we trust. I think he's going to have
a good very energetic guy. Coach Arthurs, he's going to get that defense fired up for tomorrow night.
And Naperville, and again, Marist, they've been good sometimes, but they've been sometimes as well.
But playoffs is when they turn it on.
We will see what happens. But yeah, that's gonna be a great game. All right, so we have one question from Anonymous: who has the tougher round one opponent in DuPage County?
It's a good question. There's a lot of round. Let's Naperville North, York, Wheaton Academy, Glenbard East, Glenbard South. Jesus Christ! I mean, Lyle. Lyle's got a tougher. Naperville Central.
Yeah.
Because if Naperville Central pulls off the win, look who they have to play next, potentially.
Yeah. I think Lyle's got the worst of it. I think
especially when he got to start off against the defending 3A state champs.
Yes. I think IC and DGN got the easiest of it. That's my question.
You could say Loyola too.
Yeah.
Well, Loyola's not DuPage, but
yeah. No, I totally agree. You're right. You're completely right about that.
But yeah, no, Naperville North. Yeah, no, North and Nequa's. It's who Nequa plays next if they win.
Yes.
It's who they play next.
Yep.
If North, Nequa and Central can somehow get out of the second round, then they might have something cooking. But their goal right now is to get out of the second round. Otherwise, for North and Nequa come second round, oh boy. Or for Central, well, this is already their challenge. They start now.
No, you're right. You're completely right, Mr. Codo.
That's for a lot of there's some teams out there where okay, you can make it past the second round, then we can start talking. The teams that make it to the quarterfinals are the teams that are like, okay, all right, you got us.
No, you're right.
We don't know who's legit yet.
Yes,
we will find out in a couple weeks.
Agreed. All right, that is it. This has been PLR, aka Coach Big Pete, co-host of DuPage Run and Shoot. Make sure you follow Coach Big Pete, DuPage Football on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. Make sure you follow DuPage Run and Shoot on Twitter and Facebook. My email again is coachbigpetefp@gmail.com. Thank you guys so much for joining. And now I hand it off to my co-host, Mr. Codo.
This is Patrick Codo, the co-host of DuPage Run and Shoot. Follow me on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. I'm a sports reporter, NCTV17. Check out our content, nctv17.com. And, of course, if you want to email me at PeteCodo at nctv17.com. I'm sorry, nctv17.org, along with our website. Let's get ready for playoffs.
There we go. Let's get ready for playoffs. Enjoy the night, ladies and gentlemen. See you guys next week.